Hello guys, welcome to our channel. Welcome to this game development series using Python Pygame. In this tutorial, we are going to talk about our main game loop function, and we are also going to talk about our Pygame events. So this tutorial is going to be really important for the beginners. So let's get started. Let's open our Visual Studio Code. As you can see in our previous section, we have defined two functions, and in this tutorial, we are also going to define a function called game loop. And in this game loop, we are going to do most of our coding. First of all, we are going to define a variable, a boolean variable called the exit game. We are going to use this boolean variable to run our while loop. We are going to run an infinite while loop. It is going to be our main game loop. In this while loop, we are going to do the coding for handling our events. Uh, but first of all, let's talk about the Pygame events. It is mostly three type of Pygame events. First is a keyboard event, mouse event, and joystick events. When we are pressing the key on a keyboard, then some event is going to be happened in a backend. To handle that event, we are going to get all of these events into this while infinite loop. So first, before getting that events, let's just start with something simple. We are going to handle our cross button of our game window screen. When somebody is going to press this cross button on our game window screen, then some event is going to be happen, and we are going to manage that event in this while loop. For that, we are going to run a for loop, and we are going to use pygame.event.get method to get all of the event. So for event in pygame.event.get, with this method we are going to get all the events. And next we need to know what type of event it is. So for that we are going to run an if statement for event dot type. So with this we are able to know what type of event it is, and we are doing for this cross button, exit button. So let's just type it quit. This is function is telling us when somebody is pressing that cross button, then do something. Then and that something is run the terminate function. We have already made the terminate function in our previous session, so we know what is going to do. And we need another Pygame functionality called pygame.display. Pygame.display dot update. It is going to keep updating our game window surface. It is just like a video is made of so many pictures which is going to be keep refreshing. So this function is going to exactly same for our game window, and we are going to call that game loop function. And now if we are going to run this program, we are able to see our game window. As you can see, this is our game window. It is nothing much right now. It is just a simple blank game window, but now we are able to use this button. If you click it, it is going to be closed. So now we are able to at least handle one event in our game window. Before we talk about the keyboard event, let me clear this thing. When somebody is pressing the key on a keyboard, then it is a one event, and when somebody is releasing that same key, it is going to be another event. Pygame is going to read as a two events, not a single event. So for that we are going to use two different kind of words. Let me show you. For that we are going to need another if statement. Let's just call it if event if event dot type is equal to key down, we are going to use word key down when somebody is pressing some key, right? And we also need to know which key it is. For that we are going to run another if function. For that we are going to run another if statement called if event dot key is equal to, let's for example say somebody press A on a keyboard. If somebody press A on a keyboard, then what we want to do, we want to print in a terminal A is pressed, or let's just say A pressed. Okay, let me just show you guys. If I press A on my keyboard, so in the terminal you are going to find A is pressed, as you can see over here. As many time I am going to press A, it is going to type A pressed in terminal, as you can see. Okay, so let's do same when we are going to release that A key. So for that we are going to need another if statement. Let's just call it event dot type is equal to key up. This if statement is going to read the event when we are going to releasing some key, and it also going to required if statement to read the key, which key it is. So we are also going to pass the same A key. Okay, and this time it is going to print in a terminal A released. Okay, so let me show you once again. When I am pressing A on my keyboard, it is say A pressed, but when I released, it is going to say A released. So I hope you get my point. It is a totally two different event when somebody is pressing the key on a keyboard. Okay, so we are going to talk about it more in a further videos. I want to define some colors. So for that, let's just come here and we are going to make some variables. Let's just start with a white. In Pygame, colors are basically the RGB value. It is saved in a tuple. It is just a number, as you can see. 255, 255, 255 is a number. First value is R for red. Second is G for green, and third is a blue. So it is just RGB values, and with the RGB values in a tuple, we are going to making a color. We are going to define some more colors too. Let's just call it it's a red. So first is going to be 255, and other two are going to be a 0. And similar with the blue, first two are going to be 0 and about that First two are going to be 0 and third is going to be 255. It is just basically we are passing the value to the color RGB and it is making the color for us. It is going to be saved in a tuple, so we can change it. So just for now we are going to define this function for now. If we need, we are going to define more whenever we need it. Now let me show you why we have defined the color. In this while loop we are going to put, we are going to run, we are going, in this while loop we are going to write one line of code, and with that one line of code we are going to change the color of our background. For that we are going to type game window, which is our screen, which is a variable we have already made previous session, game window dot fill. And in this field we are going to just type what kind of color we want in our background. Let's just say we want white. Okay, and when we are going to run this, our background is going to be white. For example, if we wanted a green, let's just call it a green. When we are going to run our program, it's going to be a green. So that is it for the today's session. If you like our video, then press like the button and subscribe to our channel. And if you have any query, then tell us about it in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.